In 2021, 101 residents in Chicago under the age of 20 were murdered. That is up from 76 in 2019. Carjackings and freeway shootings have also seen an exponential increase, and the pandemic is, of course, playing a significant role. What is this doing, though, to the psyche of not only the people who live in the hardest hit neighborhoods, but all of us who hear about this every single day? Joining us to discuss is Dr. Cynthia Langtiw with the Chicago School of Professional Psychology. Good morning to you. Thank you for joining me.
Good morning, and thank you for having me.
I want to start with an interesting survey done by the New York Times. It found that more than 100 therapists across the nation, they surveyed therapists. They all said they're worried about mental health in the United States. Violence is up, the pandemic partly to blame, and a quarter of those said that suicidal thoughts were among the leading reasons that patients were coming to them for help. What's going on here? Because I'm sure it's something you're experiencing as well.
Yeah, so both as a professor who teaches, psychologist, becoming psychologist, and as somebody who's in private practice myself, I have seen the rise of the pain that folks are experiencing. And I think that you named it, the exhaustion from the continued pandemic to the violence that we see day to day can be overwhelming. And so I think that sense of overwhelm is really what's contributing to the rise in suicide rates among all populations.
Yeah.
And it's something that we really need to pay attention to.
Yeah, it seems to be spanning the ages. Okay, so we're focusing on a special report here at Fox 32 on violence because it is so bad right now. And specifically in Chicago, there are certain, if you look at the Chicago ward map, there are certain neighborhoods that the violence is happening the most. So my question to you is, if they are living with this on a daily basis, how does this constant crime in the worst neighborhoods affect those people who are living there?
Yeah, I mean, we talk about a number of different types of trauma. So there's single incident trauma, and then there's a kind of trauma that occurs when you're constantly being bombarded with overwhelming incidents that you see. And I know that some people can talk about starting to feel numb and not even feeling it anymore, but we know that it continues to impact us all, but especially those who are hard hit in those neighborhoods where that violence is occurring. And community violence can be overwhelming and be one of the primary sources of trauma for folks across the age ranges, and it's really important for us to pay attention to it. And so we'll notice that in certain neighborhoods, people tend to be more depressed or overwhelmed, or the use of addictions are higher in some of those neighborhoods, and suicides are higher in some of those spaces as well. And so it's really important that we're paying attention, not just individually, but to what the impact of community violence is in those specific neighborhoods, but also as you're talking about across the board. Even though for those of us who are not living in those neighborhoods who are hard hit, we see it, and it's part of our city, and it's part of our psyche, and it can be overwhelming to all of us in the city, but especially for those in those neighborhoods that are hardest hit.
Yeah, we've had a lot of news recently about that young 8-year-old girl that was shot and killed. Unbelievable. It's so sad to hear about. So my question to you finally is, what can we do as individuals to change the mindset so we don't become numb?
We don't become numb. That's so important. I think we become numb when we become overwhelmed and we feel helpless. So taking action is what can really help with that. And so what can we do? We can participate in community activities that elevate our community, like food drives or connecting with our local schools. We can also take advocacy efforts such as letter writing campaigns or really participating in ways that help us feel powerful and take back our power instead of feeling helpless. And that goes for everyone, from the youngest of children to the oldest of us. Taking action and using our strong voices together can really help us from feeling overwhelmed and helpless.
Okay, Cynthia Lubin Langtiw, we want to thank you for joining us this morning. Important discussion. And we also, for our viewers, want to give you the number for the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. That's 1-800-273-TALK, 1-800-273-8255.